Hello, oh my gosh. Hi. It's great to see you all tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I actually can't see you, but that's okay. So glad to have you here for our final concert of the year. The first three pieces that you just heard from our chamber choir is called Tres Cantos Nativos. There's actually not a translation for it. They are based on the sounds of a tribe from northern Brazil and kind of creates a whole atmosphere there. The next piece that we're going to be singing is Anhangena. I'll talk a little bit about it afterwards, but enjoy. I've always been fascinated by pieces of music that don't sound like what their translations are. And that particular piece of music, I will never forget when I was a really little kid. I saw this movie called The Power of One, and it took a place in apartheid South Africa. And there's a book, it's an incredible film, an incredible story. And this piece was in that movie. And the translation of it is, they go in, they come out. They are confused, they are frightened. That doesn't sound like confused and frightened to me. But what was so powerful about this particular piece is that these were the people that were singing this song to their oppressors' faces. And their oppressors didn't know what they were saying. And that probably created some problems at certain points. But what a powerful thing to be able to come together through music to do that. The next piece that we're going to sing to you, I don't know what it says about our choir here, but pretty much every year they beg me to do some kind of setting of the Dies Irae text. Now, the Dies Irae text, yeah, it's super messed up. It's really dark. Is a Latin text that comes from the Mass, comes from the Requiem text, which is a mass for those who've passed. And the Dies Irae text, as you will probably hear in what it sounds like, is all about the world burning down. And like the heavens and the earth will be crumbling and turn to ash and all this really delightful stuff. So this definitely sounds like what it is, Dies Irae. You're going to hear Latin text like faster than you have ever heard Latin text before, so enjoy. Just want to make sure it's not too fast. Tell a joke. I just want to give the singer a moment to get a sip of water.
So I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. I have another one. Wait, no, I just...
Society
is the time of the night where I get to embarrass people, so buckle in. I do have the pleasure of getting to introduce 13 seniors tonight who are going to be graduating. Some of these kids I've had for 1 year, some kids I've had for 7, and all of them have made an enormous impact on me. So I'm going to get out of the way a little bit. I'm going to ask my flower people to bring them over here. Thank you so very kindly. Oh no, don't fall, no. So first, and I'm going to ask you to come down here, let me embarrass you here, and then you can walk down to the side of the stage, or over there, and then we'll fill in as we go. Make space, make sure you're friends. You can put that down. You don't have to hold that the whole time. Here, I'll take this. And I have treats and stuff for them, so I'm going to attempt to do all of this at once. So that's very difficult for me. All right, Courtney, come on down, please. No, you stay right here. Courtney, I just found out today, actually, was accepted into Job Corps, which so excited for, and is going to be heading up to Seattle, and is going to be doing some stuff with nursing and things like that, which I'm so excited for her. Such an incredible opportunity. So basically what I'm going to kind of go through is what they're doing next year, favorite experience or memory from choir, what they'll miss most about being here, and something that they'd like to say to current and future students here. So and I promise I didn't pay for any of this. She appreciated when I was understanding when she was out of class and was able to help her get out of her head about stuff that was going on. And we all need those people in our lives. She was really excited to learn about how to sing without breaking her vocal cords, which is really important. Advice that she would say is, your teacher will understand if you have a bad day. Reach out to them because they will understand and be there for you. And I hope that, that's something that you take to the people that you meet down the road as well. So, oh, God, oh, they're right here. That's great. Oh. So I'm going to reach down. I'm going to give you a flower. I'm going to give you this. Head down there. And Kai, come on down. Here, I'm going to hand this. Let's go. I am so excited to hopefully be one of the first people on Kai's table someday when she becomes a tattoo artist. The favorite memory would be last year's festival. And the thing that will miss the most about choir is the friends that she's made here. And reminds you all just that this is a good experience and that it's something that you need to try and keep up with. So Kai, thank you so much. Sadie, come on down. Sadie is going to be going to college next year to become an early childhood education teacher, become a kindergarten teacher, which, oh my gosh, huge props for that. I could never. Her favorite experience in choir is just talking to people that would maybe never have talked to before. She's going to miss the social aspect of choir. We do like to talk to each other here and there. And in terms of the things that she would like to say to incoming students is that she stared at this question for 10 minutes and couldn't think of anything, which, you know what, sometimes in life, that's how it's gonna go. So thank you, Sadie, so much for being here. Naomi. So something that's super cool about Naomi, other than the fact that she's planning on going to college next year to become a nurse, which, goodness gracious, these people are going to take care of me someday. Naomi had been with me over at Geyser. What grade were you in? In 6th grade, and then came back as a 12th grader. So is in her 2nd year of choir with me, but they were in 6th grade and 12th grade. And I just really appreciate that she came back after all that time, because I'm crazy. Her favorite experience in choir was being a soprano and getting to learning how to control her voice. She will miss the class and all of the silliness. That has nothing to do with me. And the advice that she would give is all the energy that the teacher puts into singing, give it all back to that teacher. So Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, go over there. No, you go over there. You gotta line up there. I have to embarrass you more. Edgar! Edgar, calm down. Wow. I'm leaking it up. Would one of you mind just like pulling it up to let it leak first and then hand it to me? Would you mind doing? I appreciate you so much. This guy, I'm gonna hand this to you. All right. So Edgar first came to me 3 years ago as a sophomore in the theater class, and I could not believe how much this human would just erupt out of his shell when he would improvise and be on stage. It was incredible. He is going to be heading next year to Washington State University, where he is going to be going into an art program, which is absolutely awesome. He's trying to become an animator, right? And as for right after high school, is probably going to be going to volunteer at the local Boys and Girls Club to give back. And is working on finishing a music album of production that he's been doing recently, which is pretty cool. His favorite memory from choir is the winter concert. Really liked the pieces, translation, the piece we sang North. We sang, and also Anthony basically conducting the carols at the end was pretty awesome, and I have to agree, that was one of my favorite parts of this year too. And a thing that he'll miss a lot about being in choir is having a space where everyone is agreeing to sing together. I think it's something really cool that brings people together in a unique way. And also be missing singing as often as he gets to, right when he's getting his singing chops together. This kid can sing. The best way to do anything without feeling like a failure is to give it your best. Even if your best isn't all that much at the moment, when you reflect on your successes in the future, you can never say that you didn't try. And I just wanted to say too, because I thought that this was really important, Edgar tried out to be one of the graduation speakers and was an absolute unanimous decision by the staff that listened. So Edgar will be speaking at graduation next week as well as one of our speakers. So. Johnny! Johnny is going to be going to Clark next year. Do you know what you're studying yet?
I'm going to do cuisine.
Cuisine? That's awesome. I will be there. His favorite memory of his time in the musical department here at Fort was being in the musical theater class, which is kind of where I got introduced to Johnny as well, as a sophomore, and was doing all the field trips and improv and all of that. And he, again, as another student that when he's on stage, just absolutely comes out. It's incredible to watch. What it's going to miss every day about being in choir is singing with everyone and having Mr. Boughton. And his advice to everyone is listen to Mr. Boughton or your teacher, whoever it is. So thank you so much, Johnny, for being here. Hala, are you here somewhere? Hala. She was our TA, and she had been in choir for a while, so I have things for her, but I'll give them to her later. Huzzah! Yay, Hala! All right, Miss Tracy Lockett. Tracy, who has the ability to put a smile on absolutely anyone's face, no matter how they're feeling that day, is going to be doing a number of different things next year. Possibly doing some modeling, is hoping to become a chef, maybe thinking about psychiatry, maybe all three of these things together I think would be a great idea. Favorite memory from choir is when Mr. Boughton lets me sing one of my favorite warm-ups. We sing this warm-up that goes, down to the bottom of the sea goes a submarine and jellyfish. Except it sounds better than that. What was that? Anyway, and like she is just over there just jamming, and it's so much fun to watch every day. And I really appreciated this when I would bring my son Cormac in. He really has kind of, when we first moved here, he was 2, and he's 9 now. And so it's really been cool for, I think, a lot of my students to get to see him grow up as well. the connections that she made here were really important to her, and my heart, I'll have a big hold on everybody, especially Mr. Boughton, one of the best teachers at Fort. Thanks, again, didn't pay anything for that. And this is really, really important advice for all of you. Respect your new teacher, and I really hope that they would have gotten to meet Mr. Boughton, future students, but I guess it's okay. I'm sure they will one day, but I would just say be respectful and have fun. You only have 4 years until it's all over. Don't take it for granted. And then she told me that I had to include this part, and this is all in capital letters. Give my favorite teacher his raise he deserves before he leaves here. He's worth every penny. So. Alessandro. So, Alessandro is going to be going to Clark next year. Do you know what you're studying? What? Say that again? Biology, something I have no clue about. Alessandro is such an unbelievably talented singer. And what I think is really cool about Alessandro as well is that in his 4 years at Fort was in both choir and orchestra for all 4 years. So when you are, and this is for all of you, and for anybody that comes after this, when you are looking at being in choir or orchestra for all 4 years, you absolutely can do it. You have to do a little bit extra work here and there to make sure all your credits are done, but you can do it. And Alessandro is an example of that. His favorite memory is the chair and stickers incident, which if you know, you know. I will not get into that right now. Thank you very much. He loved getting to learn new songs that he would love to sing. And his advice is drink water and proper sleep, get plenty of sleep, or life will be miserable. And we're into the students who were in choir for all 4 years of high school. So Alessandro is the first of those. Could not be more excited for you next year, sir. Owen Narvasa. Sir? It is a real bow tie, so he gets props for that. So Owen, who is an absolutely natural-born leader, will be going into trade school next year to become a plumber. And one day hopes to have his own business and have a loving family, which I have a feeling he absolutely will, because he's one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life. Owen's, one of his favorite things to remember is talking about Pokemon, which took a lot of our time at times, and also honor choir was a lot of fun. He says that he's going to miss the friends that he made along the way, especially Mr. Boughton, also having the excuse to sing with a group of people. And he says, don't believe all the rumors. Choir is pretty cool. And singing is fun when you put the effort into it. So Owen, thank you so much for being here. Finn Jackson. Finn, this blows my mind, is going to either become, wasn't it a forensic accountant? Yeah. Or a teacher. And I think that you would probably be both great at both of those things, but you need to not be behind a desk. You need to be working with people. Finn's favorite memory is forcing Boughton to do Dies Irae last year. So that's one of them. And things that he will miss. Having Boughton as a supportive person in my life. Some days it felt like he was the only person who cared. I'm forever grateful for getting to have someone like him be such an important part of my high school experience. And he says, be kind. This year has been hard and filled with a lot of hate at times. People just need to be kinder to each other, and I think we could all use that. Two more gluttons for punishment. We've got Remy. Remy is a super glutton for punishment, as I was just saying, has been with me for 5 years, since over our time over at Geyser Middle School. After high school, Remy is going to be going to work and college and maybe moving over to New Hampshire, which is a place that I used to live as well. Favorite memory is when Boughton would barbecue, and you have to be here on Friday, because I am doing that on Friday. We'll miss singing, and Mr. Boughton and says, never be shy about singing. Everyone messes up, and that is true for everything in life. So thank you, Remy. Sorry, that's the last one, so I'm just tossing that there like that was fancy. And certainly the last and certainly not least, Kaylin McFall. Kaylin has been with me for 7 years, since Geyser Middle School. Next year is going to be going to GATE, the GATE program, and then becoming a nurse after that. And do you know what kind of nurse you want to be? For children. And could not think of a better person to be in that field. Honestly, the color that Kaylin is wearing with her sash tonight perfectly captures who she is as a person. She is a sunflower no matter what room she walks into, and brings so much joy and positivity to anything that she does. Memory she cherishes is just being in choir for so long and getting to know Mr. Boughton. She's going to miss learning all of the songs and having concerts. And her advice is just have fun, but also respect her teachers, especially Mr. Boughton. He's the best choir teacher. I'm also the only choir teacher she's ever had, because like literally. But Kaylin, thank you so much for everything you've done for us here. And before we make them cry, I do just want to say thank you again to Mr. Ribner. Mr. Ribner is, you can probably notice, yeah, please give him the round of applause first. It is not often that you get to work with people like Mr. Ribner. I don't know if you noticed, but he's like over here like jamming out, playing piano and the drum at the same time because he has 6 hands. And just, it is such a privilege every day to be able to listen to him play and collaborate with him. And he has made our program even stronger than it already is. So thank you to Mr. Ribner. And now we're going to close with our closing piece, An Old Irish Blessing. Class of 2026 over here, congratulations. To our incredible singers up here, congratulations, all of you. Okay, bye.